How are you guys? We're going to do a video today about Terowie. Four-wheel drive park is about 220 k's north of Adelaide. So a nice little drive. It took us about 3.5 hours to get here on Friday. Today's Monday and we're just heading back now. Had a really good weekend. We got pretty lucky with the weather. I think it was meant to rain a little bit more than what it did, but it only spat every now and then and a little bit of rain overnight, so we're pretty lucky in that sense. It's a massive park. I believe there's about 3,500 acres here. Mainly all rocky creeks, hills, quite dry, quite rocky and hilly. We did a lot of creek full driving. I'll throw some footage up. You'll see the sort of terrain that we went through the whole weekend. It was quite interesting actually. Price wise for the long weekend, it was $80 per car with our caravan, and we've got 2 kids and Bianca and I, so 80 bucks for the car for the weekend was really good. If you're coming on a normal weekend, the price is 60 bucks per car. So you fill the car up with people and do some full driving. If you're wanting to come up for the day, it's $25 per car. So price wise, it's pretty reasonable for the amount of stuff you can do here. Massive property. You'd spend days driving around and still discovering new bits as well. There's lots of little playgrounds, lots of hill climbs, lots of overlanding, so just cruising around the property, and heaps of kangaroos as well, which was cool. If you want to get more information about the park, we actually found a little Facebook group that you can join. There was a ton of posts on there, and from what I could tell, the owners are on there pretty actively, giving out information and answering questions as well. So we just Facebook searched Terowie Full Drive Park and it came up there, and you'll be able to join the group. On the way up, we did come across a BP Roadhouse not far from the park's entrance as well. The BP had 98 in diesel and air, and they had an assortment of food in there as well, so that's pretty handy on the way in. Also on the way out if you need to air up at the servo. The driveway in was a little bit bumpy. We aired down, we went down to about 20 psi, and that sort of smoothed out a lot of the bumps. The whole place is pretty rocky, so airing down is probably a good idea, and you're probably going to need to air out the tyres once you start cruising around the park anyway. The camping area in the park is fairly central, so the driveway in's fairly open. There's a couple of little hills and undulations, but we got the caravan in quite easy. And then the central camping area, there's a lot of choice there to set up camp out the way of trees and everything as well. Once you unhitch, you can cruise around with the four-wheel drive and spend a day driving around and come back to your base camp. Toilet wise, there is a double toilet there with a basin as well, which was good. I did notice that they were setting up a new toilet, so by the time you see this, they might be on the way. They allow fires here, which was really good. Gets pretty cold at night out here. They just ask that you don't chop the trees. So if the trees are up, they don't want you chopping branches off and everything, but they do allow you to collect branches off the ground, and there was an endless supply of that here too. So if you want some thick firewood, you probably bring your own thick firewood, but everything else you'd be able to gather here quite easily and have quite a decent fire. I'll play the footage now. I hope you enjoy the video. We had an awesome time this weekend, and I think we'll be coming back pretty soon. Enjoy. Almost got hooked up on it.